He had just
Helen.
so real already.
I'm calling
Little
HR.
one too. Little one too.
I'm not a
All of it sounds like an STI.
This is such a bad start to the show. Hello, I'm Jack Guinness and welcome to Agony Guncles, where we answer your problems. It doesn't matter how small or big or straight or gay they are. I have to caveat this whole show by explaining that none of us are trained professionals in any field and our advice will be awful and terrible. Under no circumstances should you follow it. Am I right?
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
Legally, you have to say, yes, I agree.
Yes, our advice will be trash.
Because I'm joined by two ladies. Can I say ladies? That sounds like such an old man thing to
I
say.
haven't called a lady before, so
Well,
feels like a treat.
okay. Ladies, we're going to maybe change the name to Agony Aunts. We don't like that. Should we stick with Agony Guncles?
All of it sounds like an STI.
This is such a bad start to the show. So do you like Agony Aunts?
I think it's the gagging.
Yeah, no,
kinda
not.
putting
You
me
don't
off.
want gagging.
Yeah.
You don't?
Not at the start of the show. No gagging at the start of the
Warm
show.
up to it.
Quite. Can you tell my boyfriend that, please? This is a PSA, Oliver. I'm very excited to be welcoming on the show Demi from...
Sorry, for copyright reasons, you can't sing that song.
Oh, okay.
That was hot. It was giving lawyer.
Well,
Kudos. Yeah.
I've got my collars on today.
if I could bottle the tension between you two, I could solve the energy crisis. Okay, fine. I'll do it again. I'm very excited to be joined by our fantastic celebrity guest, Demi from I Kissed a Girl.
Hi. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to give terrible advice that will all lead to crime.
Great! Are you an advice giver in your friendship group?
I am, but they never take it
Right.
because I feel like I don't give like measured advice. It'll always be break up with them, steal something, or like do. But like within reason.
Just on the one or on all front?
No, one. Everything else. I think you should always break up with them.
Right,
You're
so
one
I'm
of
like,
those.
Oh, I am one of those. Yeah, for sure.
one of those.
Well, also as a bisexual, it is like your responsibility in the friendship group to bring the chaos and to bring the options.
You're actually so right. Bisexual chaos is real.
Yeah, it's so real.
Yeah, I can feel it right now. I'm looking at two of in front of me.
You didn't know what's bottled up.
What's going to happen to me? A gay man shouldn't be left alone with two bisexual women. And speaking of bisexual women, hello Helen from the Gay Star News team.
Hi, I'm the not token bisexual today, actually. There's two of us.
That is actually Helen's actual official job description.
Yeah, my job title is Gay Star News, token bisexual, and queer woman.
Do you get paid more?
Actually, less.
Jack!
She gets paid less. So look, should we get on to our troubled listeners' problems?
Yes.
Yes.
Helen, give us our first dilemma.
So,
You do have real secretary vibes right now.
Right? It's
Yeah.
insane.
office vixen.
Sorry, that's not funny. You are the office vixen.
It was my first day at uni as a fresher with a girl I met on a dating app. It was going pretty well, but halfway through, all of my sister's housemates, who are rugby twats, came in and saw us on the date. They initially didn't do anything, so I thought they were going to leave me to it. But as it went on, two of them came over separately, one to put a condom on the table, and the second to put a sachet of lube. My date thought that they were my mates, and I had planned it, and it killed the date stone dead. What should I do now?
Couple of red flags in there. So what should we call them?
Emailer.
Okay, so when the emailer says that the girl assumed they were his friends and he'd planned it. Oh no, they'd planned it. What's the gender of the person? Did they specify?
They are a man.
Okay.
Cis man.
Okay.
I'm really thinking of this differently now. Okay.
Oh.
I thought it was lesbians. So I was like, there's so many levels there.
Because it wasn't a femidom
Yeah, that's why I was like,
or a dental
okay.
shield.
Like, sorry, I'm always on gay time. That just did not make sense to me. Once again.
Then that is the power of they, them pronouns.
Yeah.
It really is. What is gay time, by the way? Is that faster or slower? What are we doing?
Gay time is always fast, I feel like.
Because we walk fast.
Yeah, Walk Fast, Charlie XCX album, Brat, like...
Fast.
Yeah, fast.
Toxic.
Bumping that. Dun,
Speed
dun.
it.
Yeah.
So we are faster, stronger, and better than straight people. So a couple of red flags in that. So the guy that wrote that email says that the girl on the date with him assumed they were his friends and assumed he'd planned it.
Yeah.
Which indicates to me that she already thought he was that type of guy. Because if I was on a date with my boyfriend first date and someone brought that over, he'd be like, who are those losers? He wouldn't assume you're the type of person to have planned it. So I think it indicates to me that there was already trouble brewing. Couple of red flags there. I'm going deep.
Yeah, literally, the analysis on that, you had a highlight on everything. Like,
Wagatha Christie over here.
But if you were a fresher, like I think
Wagatha Christie.
Say that again because I was being
Agatha Christie.
My question with it was, like, why did these rugby lads just walk around with, like, lube and condoms if they were just going out for drinks? But then maybe I'm wrong.
Helen,
I think you're wrong.
You are projecting quite a toxic, reductive picture
Right.
onto straight, well, not straight rugby, because they could be gay. Most of them are secretly. It's good that they were carrying lube and condoms around, Helen.
Yeah.
It was good.
For her pleasure. Like, I really appreciate
Or
that.
each other's pleasures.
Or each other's pleasure, yeah.
Glove before love, lads.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually toxic.
You are
Use
toxic.
condoms.
I think the problem is, why were they even interacting? Like, why did they interrupt that conversation? They had no reason to do that. I think the emailer needs to go and have a talk with them, burn down their rugby house, whatever the hell they do.
Yes.
And
This
really,
is
like,
the
have at
bisexual
it.
chaos you were talking
A
about.
little bit, yeah.
Okay, go
just
on.
because, like, they just really stepped out of line and they've ruined this, like, nice thing that he could have had going with the woman. And also, like, I feel like as a woman in a house, there might be, like, mostly men, you're going to be set on edge. And you might be like, oh, why would they come and do that if you didn't tell them to do that? Do you know what I mean?
It's weird.
The whole thing is very strange. I'm glad she protected her peace, though, by not messaging them back.
So you advised him to burn down the rugby house.
Yeah, that seems right.
And then you're saying that she was right to ghost him.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in ghosting.
You're not a firm believer in ghosting.
Oh, I actually am. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, we invited you on a dating advice show and you just admitted to being
Yeah.
a serial ghoster.
But, like, I've dated. Like, I can do both.
You just know when to
You
call it.
always, like, follow through. Otherwise, I've been married, like, 10 times by now. That's crazy.
No, you don't have to marry them. You send a message going, my ex is still in love with me. They're still messaging me. I don't think I'm actually emotionally available. You're an incredible person, but I can't offer you what you want. You copy and paste that and send it to
Wait,
everyone.
Jack, you are such a gaslighter. What about just saying, I feel more of a friendship vibe?
Oh,
Hope
no.
you're okay with that.
Oh,
Bye.
no.
That's also so long.
I'd rather be ghosted than get that message.
Yeah.
Kick them when they're down.
I feel like both of them just too... Firstly, the copy and pasting is crazy. We should circle back to that. The copy and pasting is insane. You snuck that in very,
It's in my notes.
sneakily.
It's in my notes, Demi.
Oh, wow. Do you want to send me
Oh,
that?
can I just say, I will, but if anyone has received that message from me that's watching this, you were the only person it was true for. The other people, that was a lie.
You're going to get a lot of hate posts. Like, a lot.
I have been on quite a few dates. And if my boyfriend's watching this, I've never been on a date with anyone but you. Go on, ghosting, I'm fascinated.
Like, the emotional energy to be, like, texting someone and say, oh, like, I don't want to see you anymore. Blah, blah, blah. So long. So long. We weren't going to get married. We weren't going to have kids. So let's just wrap it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're not wrapping it up by ghosting. You are prolonging their suffering.
I unmatch. Or, like, this was in the days where I used dating apps. I don't do it anymore. Because I'm very, like, demure, mindful.
Demure, mindful ghoster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keeping it cute.
No, ghosting is neither demure nor mindful nor cutesy.
Demi, I have another question.
Yes.
How many dates is it acceptable to ghost after? So you can ghost after a first date, you're saying?
Okay.
Say you go on 4 dates. Would you ghost someone after 4 dates? Is there a line where ghosting becomes unacceptable? That's my question.
I think if you've had sex, then you can't ghost them. But
So you can't do it after the first date then?
So people keep their legs closed. But, like, you know...
But we don't shame on this show.
I'm joking.
Demi,
I'm actually and I love being but besides the point. But you're in a relationship anyway. You can't even be
Yeah, I'm not. You can be a relationship in a just be a to one person. Or if you're in an open relation, a to people with pre-agreed boundaries.
Yes.
Which I am not. Consent. Yes, consent is demure.
Yeah. Consent is demure.
Yeah, it really
consent
actually
is probably the most demure thing.
Yeah, and
actually.
mindful. Yeah.
So our advice to this emailer is, Demi.
To summarize, burn down where the rugby people live because they absolutely sabotaged you. Probably don't reach out to the girl because it's dead now and you do already look creepy. So don't talk to the rugby guys. Find a new girl. Move on.
Great.
And maybe you should also have had condoms and lube in your back pocket.
Terrible advice from both of you. He should just message her. Just explain the situation and see what happens.
Odds on you're already ghosted and blocked.
Was it you? Were you the girl on the date?
Can you imagine? I'm like 24. That person's fresh as uni.
Wow.
That's basically...
Oh.
Yeah. They're fresh 18. That's crazy. And then what, they have a bunch of, like, rugby guys in the house? Ugh, no.
To be honest,
How
sounds
old
like a
are
couple
you,
of...
Jack?
Thank you very much. I like to keep it short.
That wasn't the question.
Thank you. It's gone grey a little bit on the sides, and now it seems to all be going grey.
Like 29.
I live as a 29-year-old.
Will that hold up in court?
I have been 29, yes.
And how long have you been 29 for?
Yeah. 100%.
100 years.
100%.
Oh, cool. Okay.
No doubt.
A lot of doubt.
No doubt.
And how old were you when No Doubt released their song? Don't
29.
Speak?
Okay, next question.
Okay.
I didn't know what you were going to say then. Right? Because I'm bi now.
I really love this for you. I love that you're fighting yourself.
Genuinely, who else would I have done it with? This is perfect. I'm an out and proud bi-man.
Bye-man.
Bi-man.
Okay, I was once making out with a guy and he pulled back and told me we had to stop because he had just...
Helen.
So real already.
I'm calling HR. Megan.
You actually have HR at your
Yeah,
workplace?
it's called Megan as well.
So actually speaking, this is not the environment where it seems that you'd have HR.
But it seems that she's not doing a good enough job.
Yeah.
That's
You're
the thing, because I'm here. I should have been fired a long time ago.
I was once making out with a guy and he pulled back and told me we had to stop because he had just and he needed to go change his pants. Should I see him again?
Who wants to take this?
Okay, suck.
My answer is yes. Like, he can't help what his body did, and let's not like body shame him because he's probably really embarrassed about that. Like, he'll think about that forever.
Especially if he watches this.
But maybe she should try making out with him again and see if the same thing happens because when your pants once,
Shame on me.
shame on you.
And my pants twice, shame on you.
No, it's the other way round.
Not with
Pants.
No shame. Yeah, but my
And who's
right. Your pants.
I'm just gonna let you wheeze it out. So
Do you want me to get your inhaler, Helen?
I actually have an inhaler in my bag. Do you
No,
need
I
it?
actually.
Do you need a puff?
Little one too.
A little
I feel like, is this hit home for you?
Oh my god. It was actually me who
PTSD?
submitted it.
Actually?
No.
Okay, I was kidding.
Guys, we're just not even making sense now. We're just making noises like seals. Okay. My pants once. Shame on you. In my pants twice. Shame on me.
Okay, that eats, and we do need to make that into a song.
It's a song. Put a beat under that.
Bum.
In my pants once. Shame on you. In my pants twice. Shame on me.
No one listened to that beat.
That wasn't great.
Also, why did he have spare pants just in his
That
bag?
was my point.
Were they at his house? Maybe they were at his house.
No.
Oh
wait,
no, that's a
they give you
that's a
location?
good point.
No, you're missing the point. You're both missing the point.
What's the point?
Why does he need to go and change his pants? Why did he tell her? Keep them
No,
on.
yeah, no, he should have just
I
sold it
keep
out.
them on.
No, I'm not sitting in my pants, respectfully speaking.
Men would.
Men shouldn't. This is why you guys are scary.
Yeah, we are scared.
Yeah, change your boxers.
Yeah.
That's why they're skid marks too.
I
Gross.
don't do that.
Yo.
We sung the pants song, but that, my friend, was way too far.
The skid marks is where you guys draw.
Absolutely disgusting.
Okay, I mean it's gross, but like that.
But that's what men are.
Disgusting.
We're beasts. We're depraved monsters sitting on our own filth.
Secretions.
Secretions, moist secretions. I think don't go and change your pants.
Okay.
Definitely don't tell her.
Yeah.
And just get on with it.
Okay, but also all this has happened. You're giving advice to the wrong person.
I am. I'm shouting at you as
Yeah.
well, which is weird. I shouldn't do that.
It's okay.
No, I shouldn't shout at guests.
The question was, should she see him again?
We're all saying yes.
I vote yes, but only because clearly, like, from one little smooch, he's finished.
Yeah,
he's good. So that
true.
means, so sorry. So that means that he basically worships her. Like, that's such a confidence boost. Like, you do a little bit of tongue, and he's already. Like, I'm sorry. Go to the man that worships you. That's my rule here. Such an ego boost. You feel like a god.
The guy in his pants, and you take it as a compliment. Guys,
This is my life story.
Guys-
It is a compliment.
no,
Nothing.
guys their pants over nothing. Literally, a dog
Oh.
brushes by at the right angle on your leg.
Experience?
Listen to an ice cream van going by. You feel like ice cream. Doesn't mean he worships you.
Tell us about your history.
Well, if there was a dog brushing by my leg and I had an ice cream van, you guys need to duck and cover. That's all I'm saying.
Well, not if you were wearing pants.
Or I had a spare pair that I could change into.
Precisely.
We all say she should see him again. He sounds like a great guy.
I thank you.
He's
yes.
hygienic, unlike
You're
me.
so right, yeah. Respectful, because he told her as well. Like, I think if he kept it a secret, it would have been like a bit seedy of it.
Yeah,
He told her,
great,
he's like,
creepy guy.
Yeah.
But saying, Madam, I happened to have just in my pants. I need to go and swap my knickers. Nice, polite,
Demure.
thoughtful, mindful.
I think Demi wants to meet him.
Can you get in touch with us, please?
I'm newly single, so yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Happily?
If they see this, no. If
I get it.
If they don't see it, then like maybe.
Next problem.
I went on a date with a girl I met in a hostel in Thailand. On the date, she told me she had narcolepsy and that getting too excited could send her to sleep.
So real again.
Wow.
We were on the beach and decided to go for a late night swim. I suddenly realized she was bleeding a lot and had got a piece of coral stuck in her arm. I told her, to which she reacted by passing out and collapsing in the sea. I pulled her up and made for the beach, but every time she woke up, she'd look down at her wrist and fall asleep again. At this point, everyone on the beach was staring at me like I was a predator. I shouted, "Don't worry, she's just narcoleptic," which only made it seem worse. The hospital was right by the beach, and I insisted she went in and get it checked out. She said she couldn't afford the bill, so I said I'd cover her and she could pay me back when she returned to the UK. I spent £150 on her hospital visit, then never heard from her again. It's been 7 years. Can I send her a Monzo request?
She could still be asleep.
I really hope not, because that would basically be like...
It's like Sleeping Beauty. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is coma. That's Disney kind of messed up our perception of that. She's in a coma.
That's dark as hell, Jack.
Yes.
That's basically like
She's
she's...
asleep this whole time.
She's went to the big sleep.
She's in the big sleep. She's in the bed in the sky. She's alive. I can say I'm a bit psychic. I didn't tell you this before. I am a bisexual psychic.
Oh, I
and
love this for you.
I'm just wait a sec. I'm channeling hers.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got her. She's alive,
Lovely.
so we don't have to worry about that. She's. I can't really picture her very clearly, but she's definitely alive, so we don't need to worry about that. This is insane, by the way. This is a cray story.
It's a cray story. I mean, fundamentally, let's just answer the question at hand before we get into it.
Yes.
Can you send someone a Monzo request when it's been like 7 years?
Yes.
Realistically, she's not going to pay that.
No, but it would be funny to send it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. For comedy purposes, yes. For the plot. Yeah, for the plot.
For the plot of our funny story.
Yeah. I definitely do it. But then also, if I was her and I saw some random guy that I suckered into paying for my bill 7 years ago, I'm sorry, like, come on, £150. I live in London now. I'm not paying £150 for anything.
But you owe him. He saved your life.
Yeah, he literally
Did
saved
he
your
actually
life.
save her life, though?
Yeah, she went under the water when she passed out.
And she was losing a lot of blood.
Was it really that much blood? It's like
Yeah,
her
I have been cut by
arm.
coral. It just goes in
Does
the
it
water. Yeah,
actually?
it's terrifying.
Oh,
You
why'd
look
you get
down,
cut?
like on my foot, and you look down, you're just covered in it.
Oh my god.
Covered in it.
Oh, interesting. In my head, I was like a little.
No, it's scary. It is enough to make you. If you did suffer from narcolepsy, it's enough to bring on a sleeping bout.
A sleeping panic.
Panic.
Okay, be honest though. If someone asked you for £150 7 years later, would you pay it back?
Yes.
Oh, well, it's nice to be flush with cash, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm eating spam and rice, babe. Like, I'm not paying £150 for anything.
I think it's funny to send the request. I'm a petty Leo, and I will hold a grudge.
So much sense for you.
I will. Thank you. Does it?
It's adding up now.
Okay, it's all adding up.
What if I also reveal that I'm a Leo?
Are you actually?
I am actually Leo. You're flanked by
God.
Leos.
I'm really scared right now. Don't wink at me. Like, that's terrifying.
Oh my god, where are the mirrors?
No, literally.
I've only got 4 cameras, it's not enough.
What are you?
Go. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, you hate this.
Huh?
You suddenly hate this.
Hey, what, sorry?
This Leo energy surrounding
Yeah.
Your energy totally shifted when you found out that we're both Leos.
Yeah, no, I'm scared.
You shouldn't be. You know what I heard about Leos, and this really scans that we're the most loyal sign out of all of them, but only if you pay us compliments, which doesn't.
That really does
It's
feed into
crazy,
yeah.
right? But going back to the question in hand, I'm so petty. You won't even know that I'm mad at you, and I will wait 20 years.
Oh.
30 years, 40 years, 50 years to get you back. So if she didn't pay me back, I would definitely I'm a petty, sad little man, and I would definitely Monzo her 150 quid, like request, 100%.
I really respect that.
100, no,
The long game.
no shame.
Okay.
No shame.
I do think the gag of sending the money is almost as good as the gag of sending the request. Like, it's kind of a power move.
I know what I'd do.
I can send 150
Okay,
Yeah.
I know what I would do. I would go to the bank and I would get them to give me £150 in 1p coins,
Right.
and I would have it sent to his house, or I would go and drop it in front of him like
Weren't
at
you the one
work.
saying that he saved your life and now you have to be nice?
I think there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, you chose like the pettiest
I'm a petty
thing for no
I,
reason.
I think my sense of like social propriety is outweighed by my petty little horrid
Didn't
personality.
you say Liz was so loyal and he saved
But,
your life? in
but
this
he didn't pay me a
scenario?
compliment.
When you were like flopping about in the
I can
water.
still hear things when I'm asleep. My
You
head's
say,
going
"Oh
under
my
the
God, you look
water.
so beautiful when you're bleeding out.
Also, what kind of person doesn't even send a message the next day and be like, thanks for saving my life?
Yeah, I do think that's crazy.
She doesn't sound like a good egg. I
Yeah.
don't think he wants £150 from her.
No, if I'm being honest, that sounds like a lot of faff.
Yeah, it's faffy.
Yeah, sounds like a lot. Like the whole trip sounds like faff.
Would you have just left her in the water?
I would have left her on the side.
Oh, my
You
word.
would
I'm joking. I would have dumped her at the hospital.
Oh, my God.
guys. I probably would have seen if she was okay.
But she couldn't pay it. She said she couldn't afford it.
I think if they like leave them there, then they have to still treat you, right?
I don't know the medical
Also,
rules in Thailand.
But if they afforded the trip, like the flight over,
She had 150
she
quid.
had £150. She at least had £150 of spending money. Come on.
Are we
You're
victim?
in Thailand.
Are we victim blaming now and saying that he's the fool for like getting fooled by her?
Oh, my God. Was this an elaborate scam?
It seems a bit weird, doesn't
It's
it?
a scam.
You know what? Respect to her.
We like her now.
She works with the hospital. Like, her and the hospital are
hospital, they're in cahoots.
colluding. And that's how she plays the system. She
Okay.
meets nice boys in hostels, takes them for a little narcoleptic swim,
Love.
Yeah,
bleeds profusely,
easily done.
gets dragged to the beach,
Fake sleeps.
fake sleeps.
He gets £150.
And he can't say anything about it because he already looks like a slime ball
So real, yeah.
for carrying a like.
And if you have
passed out woman across
narcolepsy,
the
you
beach.
can't have a go at someone for having narcolepsy.
No.
Yeah. Also, I would just sleep whenever.
Right.
Like, try and get me right now.
Try and sleep now.
Like,
I-
do you see what I mean?
I'm gonna try and sleep right now. I went a little bit.
Oh my God, did you?
Yeah.
I had a nap too.
Thanks.
Nice.
Do you feel rested?
I do. I think I felt
Great. So in answer to your question, just her. Her. She's a creep and she's a scam artist.
She's a fraudster
She's a fraudster.
and she bleeds a lot.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. She's just
all
a.
bad vibes.
Do you know what? She's a bleeding fraudster. That was my South London coming out
That
then.
was actually quite good.
Thank
I
you very
actually
much.
kinda like that.
Can I just thank you, Demi?
Oh, yeah,
You
thank you for
are
having me.
wise, a little bit cruel,
Yeah.
and just a joy. And
Scorpions.
as a Scorpio, it should be. One, you helped me come to terms with my bisexual identity, and you've given out some truly terrible, terrible, terrible advice which you should not follow.
I don't know what you mean. All my advice has been like serious and very legal, and you should always take it and do it.
Most of it's been very illegal. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I had the best time. You guys are so lovely. I don't like the fact you're both in relationships because the whole throuple talk at the beginning was really getting me going, but now I see that's actually not going to happen.
Yeah, it's like a wall.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So thanks
But it
for checking
wouldn't.
me.
Wait, it wouldn't be a throuple because if we both got partners, it's 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
what
no,
is
no,
it
it's a
doing?
polycule! It's a polycule!
Bucket list.
Wait, what's it called?
A polycule!
Polycule.
Yeah.
That's actually really cute.
We're in a polycule.
Of 5 people. That's a big polycule.
This is a
love
big
that.
polycule. Okay, this is great. We really, I mean, screw you guys, but we've sorted our problems out. Helen, thank you so much for joining me. Have you had fun?
No.
So real, so far.
So, yeah. I actually have, but like I said, I love to just make Jack uncomfortable.
And you did a great job.
I feel very uncomfortable. I need
Yeah.
to go and change my pants now. I'm a bit wet and I don't know if it's we or the other thing.
I can't wait to not hear about how wet you are.
I will never
Yeah,
talk about that
yeah.
again.
No.
Let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Are you going to change your pants in the work
No.
toilets?
You want to
No.
Okay. Maybe we should get on that.
Helen did have another top before and I was like, oh, maybe I'll change my jacket. And then she got out the tiniest top in the world. It was really good.
It's like, ooh.
Yeah, I nearly wore it, but it was,
It's like an extra small crop top.
yeah.
And I would have loved that for you.
It wouldn't have even gone over my head.
Is that a problem?
Thank you very much for joining us for Agony Guncles. I've been Jack. Thank you, Demi, and thank you, Helen.
Thank you. Bye.